The COVID-19 pandemic has caused major disruptions to public transport around the world. Melbourne itself has seen around a 70% drop in public transport use since January. The pandemic has seen increased awareness around hand hygiene worldwide, and frequent hand washing has been identified as one of the most effective ways to stop the spread of COVID-19. However, despite this, there are no readily available hand sanitizer stations on the Melbourne public transport network. This led me to set myself the brief of designing a hand sanitising station that can be implemented across the public transport network with a focus of ease of maintenance for the cleaning staff and a purpose post-pandemic. The design is aimed to be for the City of Melbourne, and it will be made from injection moulded ABS plastic and has a stainless steel drip tray. The units have a capacity of 1.8 litres and use infrared sensors to drive the pump. Careful consideration has gone into the form of the units. The form is designed to be as unobtrusive as possible while still having a large enough capacity. The drip tray is angled downwards to encourage use as people are passing by. The body could also come in a range of colours that are still in line with the City of Melbourne's branding. When implementing the units, they will need to be placed within the zone of common reach to ensure usability for everyone on the network. Using specially made mounts, units can be implemented on board transport, on the platforms and tram stops, as well as on the marquee barriers as you enter the station. To mount onto the poles found on the trams and trains, I've designed a custom bracket. The bracket is made from ABS plastic and uses tamper-proof screws to tighten and fix to the body. There is also a floor stand which allows the units to be placed on platforms and tram stops. To mount them to the marquee barriers found as you enter some train stations, there is a special stainless steel mount with an adhesive base. The units will be maintained by the cleaners on the network. The interiors can be easily accessed on-site or at the depot by the cleaners using a specialty key. The interior of the unit consists of the container, the battery pack, the pump and the nozzle. To refill the container, the cleaner uses a small tool to unlock the spring-loaded cap located on the top of the device. The container is also able to be removed by unscrewing the pump from the body and detaching the tubing from the nozzle. There are LED lights located on the side of the unit to indicate the battery level. When the charge is low or empty, the battery can be easily removed and replaced with a fully charged one and then recharged at the depot. The drip tray is also able to be easily removed for cleaning and simply put back in place where a magnet will hold it in. It was important for the hand sanitising stations to have a purpose post-pandemic. By having the City of Melbourne branding, they can be used at events around the city to encourage hand hygiene. With hand hygiene awareness growing, the units could also stay on the network or be placed around the city to encourage continued hygiene after the pandemic. In summer, they could also be turned into sunscreen dispensers for events such as the Australian Open or St Kilda Fest. The lightweight and adaptable design means the implementation of these units could go beyond the public transport network and provide reliant and readily available hand sanitising for the whole of Melbourne.